Hi everyone, welcome to InvoiceNow, the what, why and how. In this video, we'll be talking about project and transformation management with InvoiceNow. We will be taking you through some useful information to help you get into an InvoiceNow solution integration project, giving you some pointers on how to go about transitioning to using InvoiceNow for your daily invoicing operations. This video is meant for larger enterprises that want to connect their own business systems to the InvoiceNow or Peppol network. The systems may generally refer to an ERP, finance, procurement, or other types of business systems that deal with business finance documents such as invoices, credit notes, or purchase orders. Please note that there's another video available for SMEs who would typically make use of accounting or out-of-the-box solutions. That video will guide SMEs to get started with using InvoiceNow-ready solutions which are already integrated into the InvoiceNow network. If you are using one of these, the onboarding process would be significantly easier. So do check if your solution is InvoiceNow-ready. Now, back to our topic. Today's session will cover 3 areas: preparing for implementation, implementing the project, and lastly, transformation management. All right, let's get started. Preparing for implementation. Firstly, before diving into the project proper, it is useful to identify the key internal stakeholders. The typical primary stakeholders would include, number 1, the finance team. Now, the finance team or department would be at the forefront of this transformation. Their key responsibilities include planning for change management, where they would develop a comprehensive strategy to manage the transition to InvoiceNow. Internal stakeholder communication, where finance takes the lead in communicating with other departments, particularly procurement and customer-facing teams, to ensure everyone understands, accepts, and knows how the changes will affect them. Number 2, IT team and the business process analyst. These technical experts have a crucial role to play. IT and the business process analyst, if any, would examine data needs, existing processes, identify weaknesses, and determine how InvoiceNow's new capabilities can be integrated to reduce manual, time-consuming work and to improve efficiency and effectiveness. They will also help identify and evaluate potential service providers who we call access point provider. Now, the access point provider provides the necessary connectivity between your business system and the InvoiceNow network. We will talk more about them later in the video. 3, business solution vendor. The current business solution vendor or incumbent system integrator will be involved in solution integration and system enhancements required for this project. Oh, by the way, there are other technical videos beneficial to these 2 groups of technical experts. Please encourage them to check out these videos. It is important that stakeholders are engaged early and their roles clearly defined. This will set a strong foundation for a successful InvoiceNow implementation. Let's talk about business justification. Let me share insights on how some organizations would evaluate InvoiceNow's benefits to justify running such a project. The use of InvoiceNow drives 4 key benefits. Simplicity. A single unified solution across all your business ecosystem's invoice exchange needs, whether they are your suppliers or your customers. Efficiency. Invoice data that flows directly between accounting systems, dramatically reducing manual work and operational costs. Reliability. Secure data transmission, whether you are dealing locally or internationally. Compliance. Seamless IRAS integration, potentially leading to speedier tax returns, fewer audits, and quicker tax refunds. Cost savings can be quantified from these benefits. some organizations prefer a bottom-up approach as a basic method calculating cost savings per invoice converted. Others may conduct a top-down business process improvement study to surface unnecessary processes or manual effort which could be replaced by automation via e-invoicing. Here's a simple example. If converting one manual invoice to InvoiceNow saves $10, converting 1,000 invoices a month will save $10,000 a month. There are already studies in the market on cost savings per invoice converted. However, you should also derive your own cost savings depending on the amount of work you reduce. The savings may accrue from many areas, but here are some of them. Eliminating manual data entry, reducing filing and sorting time, avoiding use of paper and postage, minimizing error handling and correction efforts. And how about savings from reducing storage cost? In Singapore, storing just 1,000 monthly invoices for, say, a 2-year period typically needs about 200 square feet of office space, costing an average of about $2,000 monthly. In addition to these, there are costs that can come from potential fraud risks, payment delays, and difficult audit trails, though these are difficult to quantify. Choosing an access point provider. As you may recall, we mentioned earlier about the need to engage an access point provider. How to go about doing this? IMDA's website has listed all our accredited access point providers. The range of services varies. Some offer basic network connectivity, while others provide a complete platform with built-in integration for those considering a major system refresh. So just to summarize, we have touched on stakeholders, business justification, and finally, choosing an access point provider. That covers the section on preparing for implementation. We have 2 more sections: implementing the project and transformation management. Let's now turn our focus on implementing the project. Your project implementation will likely be guided by your chosen access point provider who is familiar with connectivity to InvoiceNow. You will have to work with your in-house IT or your existing system integrator. The bulk of effort will be focused on the complete mapping of all your company's invoicing data needs to the data requirements defined by Peppol. While we won't cover the technical implementation in this video, we will highlight some key project considerations for your attention. Firstly, process. InvoiceNow will introduce changes to your internal business processes. These changes may affect your accounts payable or accounts receivable or other supporting processes. The change is fundamentally in the reduction of manual handling. So instead of anticipating or transcribing the document in emails or hard copies, they would appear directly in your system. So these changes would have to be documented. Another point to note is that your suppliers and customers would not all be at the same state of readiness on the day you go live. Some have already been onboarded. Others may be attempting the transition just as you do, yet others will be a long way from being ready. Therefore, during the implementation stage, the finance team would need to prepare to support a hybrid environment so as to cater to both new and current process flows and procedures. Every month after going live, you can expect more suppliers or customers coming into the InvoiceNow network, attempting to send you or receive e-invoices from you. So having a simple method to keep track of converted suppliers and customers would be quite useful. UEN. One piece of activity you can do during implementation is ensuring that your customer and supplier master information are complete with their unique entity number or UEN. as the UEN is part of the Peppol ID needed for tagging your customer or supplier. It will be very useful for your system to already contain this data beforehand. Your IT team should be able to provide support to overcome this information gap. Testing. Let me now touch on testing. Unlike a typical system upgrade where you conduct your testing in your own closed environment, testing for connections to InvoiceNow would be incomplete if you are not able to test transacting with other parties. IMDA avails a completely isolated testing sandbox environment, separated by a different set of PKI security keys. Your access point provider would have set up a corresponding environment so you can test your system connectivity here without actually accessing the live network. Some have used this, while others have found it unnecessary. If you choose to take advantage of this, do this in consultation with your access point provider. So just to summarize, the implementation stage covers analyzing and reviewing your invoicing data needs and business processes. We spoke about some preparatory work such as having your counterparty's UEN in your master files. We briefly mentioned data mapping, and we also touched on testing. We have now come to the third and last part of this video, transformation management. The e-invoicing project extends beyond merely connecting your business system to the network. It's about transforming critical business operations. This transformation requires a more rigorous engagement across departments. It involves a communication plan to all stakeholders, both internal and external, skills upgrade and training, timely coordination, and monitoring of transactions across a hybrid operating environment. A good communication plan is a key success factor for this project. For instance, you would want to inform your business counterparties months ahead of your go-live date, giving them time to react or prepare their own capability in line with yours. Information to internal and external stakeholders should be progressively released to be effective and not unnecessarily overwhelming. Internal communications should extend beyond those directly involved in project implementation. Frontline staff, such as your call center or help desk, should be guided on their roles and responsibilities even before the launch. The sales team can help select friendly clients and early adopters to prepare to receive your e-invoices. Similarly, the procurement team can work with suppliers to help convey any business-specific e-invoicing instructions. External modes of communication could include EDMs, workshops whether online or in person, and one-on-one meetings with high-volume partners. As we mentioned earlier, it's not just about having your business system ready. The success rests on the ability to onboard your counterparties. To simplify this process, we developed a guide we call the WAVE methodology, which we hope is a useful reference for you. The WAVE methodology comprises 3 stages. 1. See that it works. Begin with a select group of counterparties or product lines to test that the connectivity, the processes, and any changed roles are aligned and work accordingly. 2. Prepare to scale. Include more complex scenarios, perhaps widen the product lines and expand to more counterparties to build the confidence to scale. 3. Scale to mass sending and receiving. Implement across all selected channels and segments for mass transactions. The WAVE methodology helps to focus on targeted groups, plan appropriate activities for each stage, create manageable, measurable, and incremental work packages. Importantly, it helps us review and improve processes, allowing us to learn as we go. We get to identify, validate, and weed out inefficient work processes, fine-tune our change management strategies, or conduct retraining. In summary, transformation management is more than just about an IT implementation project. It's about people, processes, and partnerships. It requires careful planning, constant communication, and the flexibility to adapt as you progress. Before we end, I would like to go over a few commonly asked questions. And if you have any other questions, do ask your service providers or check if the information is available on IMDA's website. One common question is, what are the few important items we should include in our requirement specifications for access point providers? Firstly, you must ensure that they have an active accreditation status with IMDA. As for requirements, you can include the basic items such as solution integration method, security design, service level expectations, and support arrangement. Specifically for InvoiceNow, do include services such as data mapping, Peppol registration, IROS tax invoice data submission, transaction reporting, and even supplier or customer onboarding services where relevant. Access point providers who have implemented in a similar industry could be an added advantage. Another related question we get is, how do we ensure a successful transformation? Or, put another way, what are the key success factors? Based on what we've seen among the leading organizations, most successful implementations have the following attributes: strong senior management support, timely and clear communication with all parties, internal as well as external, not chewing more than you can swallow. Work on a wave approach to validate your transition plan before expanding your reach. Support for partners during onboarding. These may include partner direct engagements, such as assigning e-invoice ambassadors and close monitoring of transactions. Early engagements with suppliers and customers is important. As you successfully convert each supplier or customer to e-invoicing, ensure that it becomes the new norm between you and your partner. In other words, ensure it sticks as a standard operating procedure or SOP going forward. As more and more partners are onboarded, all of you will reap the benefits of InvoiceNow. We have now reached the end of this video. We hope you now feel more equipped to guide your organization to plan and prepare the project, execute a successful implementation, and align your team and stakeholders for a smooth transformation with InvoiceNow. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day ahead.